Hey everyone, welcome back to more Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Blind. In this episode, we are hopefully going to finish off all the backtracking through Torvus Bog, although I do have to say I will definitely miss this place. It's a very beautiful region. In fact, probably the most beautiful region in Metroid Prime 2. Well, then again, there's also Sanctuary Fortress. Sanctuary Fortress also looks amazing. Agon Waste is pretty depressing, all things considered. I mean, obviously it's obviously the most fitting way to design the level. In fact, actually, you'd want pretty much every region of this game to be like that after, or you wouldn't want it to be like that, but that's basically how they would look after, you know, the way they made the whole Dark Agon Waste, I mean the Dark Ether thing sound, the whole story of it and whatnot. So anyways, left over in Torvus Bog, we have, I believe, 2 Sky Temple keys. We have 2 missile expansions and a power bomb to find. Most of which I think are down the subterranean area, but for now there's a couple things to check out in well, I think what we're gonna do first of all in this episode is we need to go to Dark Ether because the next thing we're looking for is actually, well, first of all, there's, in the Poison Bog, there is one of the keys that was in Torvus Lagoon, because I know I saw the key bearer there and the silhouette of the key. So that's the first place we need to go to, which is right next to us, so we might as well. And another thing is the Putrid Alcove. There's also supposedly there's a power bomb there, and I actually remember this room. This is the one that was in between 2 yellow doors, and I originally went there wondering what there was to see and didn't find anything. Well, I guess apparently I didn't look hard enough because there actually is something in there, power bomb expansion, but I guess we'll be getting that soon, hopefully. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, that's right. To get to this portal here, you need to go over here. Alright, there we go. So let's pick up this power bomb, shall we? I could have picked this up a long time ago, but apparently I didn't because I'm terrible at exploring stuff, I suppose, or something. Alright. So we want to go this way. That's where the yellow door was. Oh, please. Oh, you kidding me? Seriously? We have to fight these guys again. Just lovely. Alright. Just to get them to go away. Alright. Why can't I lock onto you? It's because you're behind one of those stupid toadstool things or whatever. There we go. It's gonna take forever. Alright, well, alright, I might as well get back to storytelling. So I was talking about the really bad windstorm we had on Tuesday the 17th. Well, on Wednesday the 18th, a lot of the power was still out. The storm was gone, but all the power was still out. I mean, except for certain areas, including my dorm. Like, the power came back on like around 3 a.m. that morning. Well, okay, that wasn't toadstool. That was one of the ink storage things. Either way, at least we got rid of that. So yeah, the next day, on Wednesday, I went to work expecting a normal work day. I didn't think of it, you know, on the way there. But apparently, when I got there, I found out that, oh, they're gone. So yeah, I go to work to come to find out the power's still out at Walmart. Like, it's on at my dorm, which is like a 20-minute drive away, but it was off at Walmart, so the store was closed, and they were, you know, basically shooing the customers away. They had people outside specifically to do that, and I kind of wish I had that job, to be honest, but, you know, it's, well, then again, actually, no, probably not, actually, because there'd probably be a very boring job, I imagine. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, Putrid Alcove. This is the room that I want to go to, because in here, there is a power bomb I missed somewhere. Probably help if we pick up some ammunition here or something. Yeah, this guy shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, he shouldn't be, because... Oh, here we go. Yep, Denzian block right here. Oh, not missiles, dude. Power bomb. There we go. And here's our power bomb. That's very simple, actually. Now I really wish I used my scan visor more often, because if I had used my scan visor more often, I probably wouldn't have had to do as anywhere near as much backtracking as I have done so far. Alright, so there's that. And now, this puts us in the Poison Bog, which is where one of the keys are. Because the key bearer was over here. I wonder if you can see the key bearer in the Dark Visor. No, you cannot. Because actually, Dark Visor is only meant for seeing what's in Dark Ether, I suppose. Or it's hidden in Dark Ether, that is. And speaking of Dark Visor, people were telling me that another way you can fight the Hunter Ing is with the Dark Visor. I don't know why I never thought to do this. Seriously, why did I never think of this? Yeah, it works just like this. I mean, sure, there's the Annihilator beam on the crystals and the beacons, but this works too. You can just... Like, he's not able to dodge your attacks as long as you use the super missile. Or the Dark Visor, that is. So, it would help if I could get out of the water, though. Ah. He's trying to get me in the water, but that won't work. Get out of the water. Thank you. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way now. Come on. He still takes a lot of hits, though, even when you use a Dark Visor. Seriously. Okay, will this work? Let's just use the Light Visor. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, another one comes... Well, you know what? How about this? Yeah, take that. Alright. That works perfectly. You know what, while we're at it, might as well get some of our ammunition back. I know I said that I was going to do that in the Putrid Alcove, but whatever. Alright, let's go get that key now. And of course, here it is. It's in the poisonous water, of course. Alright. I'm just going to make this quick. There we go. There's another key. Now, if I remember correctly, well, I don't know if that's the last key yet. There should be at least one other key here in Torvus Bog. But it looks like everything else is down in the subterranean area, Under Temple and the transit tunnel south. Those are both there, and I'm assuming the other key is there as well. Yeah, it must be. Well, let's check our key bearer lore. Just real quick. I'm not gonna take too long on this. Hopefully. Hopefully, I say hopefully. I'm probably gonna take too long. All right, Luminoth lore, key bearer. Would be G Sitch. What craven savages are the Ing, trapped in the catacombs with no chance of rescue? I fought them to last. I watched them feed upon their dead. I heard them pressing the lesser of their number into the front ranks that my blast would take for them. At least their leader stood against me in battle. He was a foe worthy of Luminoth warrior. Oh, are you referencing the final boss here? Huh. Yeah, I'll actually have to get into that in a second, because... Oh, yeah, let's also read the ACOL clue for that. He's in Cadre 1. Yeah, G Sitch. With a bearer pod, he sleeps in a flooded temple. Huh. I forgot how... I could have swore that all those clues were much longer in dialogue, but I guess not. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. Work on that Wednesday. So I get there at 2:30. They're closed because the power's out. So I let the people there know that I'm associate, and apparently they were having the associates just stalking. Literally, like all the associates, even the ones that don't normally stalk, they were having them stalk. So that's what I ended up doing. I learned how to stalk that day, even though despite the fact that I'm a cash register at Walmart. So, for the first couple hours I was doing that, and I was terrible at it. Not gonna lie, I'm very terrible at stalking. I'm really glad that's not the job I ended up getting, but that was actually one of the, possible jobs I considered when I was applying at Walmart. And basically I had to stay with someone in order to, No, I'm not going circles, but we do need to, because if I remember correctly, you can't get to subterranean. Yeah, you can't get there through Dark Ether, so we need to go back to the Dark Forgotten Bridge and possibly be... No, actually, no, he won't be, because... I don't think they can force you to stay there if there's a portal, so we're gonna do that. As long as we don't have to fight them in the light ether as well, I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's first 2 hours at work. I was stalking, and it was very dark too. So in fact, actually, it was kind of crazy when it did get dark, you know, because dude, that's not gonna help. Ha! Okay, can we please get to the door? This Hunter Ing is being very annoying. Not letting us get to the door. Okay. Just come over here and die, please. Seriously? Oh, he's just staring at you, isn't he? Yeah. Well, as long as he's staring at it, then. Oh no! We have to be inside the... Whatever, who cares? Just get out of here. Okay, you I don't care about. I'm just going to... What? You still take damage? But the water doesn't hurt you. Whatever. I don't care. We're past that now anyways. So, yeah, like I was saying, get out of my way. I want to get out of here. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Jeez. These freaking dark Pyre Commandos. These guys suck. But yeah, like I was saying, because I can't finish my stories at all these days. After I fell, after those 2 days passed, the power came back on. There's actually a funny story behind that. They actually ordered a generator to get the power going anyways, you know, so that we could actually open the store up, and you know, that way if people needed supplies for their houses, they could come here and buy them. Well, the funny thing is, the power actually came on right as they were unloading the generator from the truck. Yeah. So I remember sharing that story with the customers, and they thought it was really funny too. But, what are you gonna do? So after that, from that time on, it was basically just a normal day. And actually, so I got to work at 2:30. Power came back on at 4:30, and we opened to like 5 or 5:30 because it took like forever to get the cash registers going. So that's basically my day at work that day. So nothing too interesting there. But yeah, that's basically that subject over with. So that's basically all I have to say about that storm that happened last week. But it was still pretty intense. And I did make some video blogs on that day about the storm. Okay, so we need to this right way. I want to clarify to myself that this is the correct way to the thing. Alright, there we go. So as far as I know, we got 2 missile expansions and the key. The other Torvus Bog key is down here as well. So, man, we're already 13 minutes in. Well, hopefully it won't take that. I'm pretty sure it won't take that long to get all this stuff. We should be able to do it within the time. Alright, so first things first, let's go to Transit Tunnel South, because we have never seen this room before. And speaking of which, our key bearer is in the Catacombs here. And there's a portal there, so we could actually get the key pretty fast, actually. In fact, we might as well just do that before we get the missile expansion in the Transit Tunnel South, because that would be like, seems like it'd be faster to do that. Alright, let's do that. Or then again, we might be actually closer to the Under Temple, come to think of it. So why don't we just do that? Well, is this portal only one way? No, it's two-way portal. Alright, so I guess we're going down to the Under Temple first. Alright, let's do that. So we need to... And this will supposedly lead us to a missile expansion, supposedly. I can't imagine how there'd be a missile expansion in the room where that's the room where we fought the Powerbomb Guardian, isn't it? So that means we'll probably have to use Powerbomb to get to it, right? Well, luckily, we have these guys providing Powerbombs to us. Damn, that was a lot of ammunition energy. That was cool. I almost want to see that again. Well, thankfully I can't since I recorded it, but whatever. Aw, man. This is where we fought the Alpha Blog. I'm not looking forward to finding that guy in hard mode. I can definitely tell you guys that. I mean, like, I know I've actually figured out. I mean, like, I know people are pointing out the correct way to fight blogs, and I made that one episode a little more embarrassing, episode 50. But still, I'm just not looking forward to finding pretty much any of the bosses in hard mode, aside from the Spider Ball Guardian, because apparently he's the easiest boss in the hard mode. Yeah. Alright, well, looks like we got, these things. Yep. Looks like we're gonna be doing some wall jumping here. This might be it, isn't it? I mean... yeah, missile expansion must be up there. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Wall jumping, here we go. I said, wall jumping, here we go. I said... oh, man. Okay, seriously, let's please get this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think the hardest part about these wall jumps is actually getting them started. That's the only difficult part about it. But once you get... there you go, missile expansion. Okay. Dang. Alright, well, that puts us at a total of 220. We should have 225 after we're done with Torvus Bog, I think. I don't know. It depends on how many are left in Sanctuary Fortress, or how many find Sanctuary Fortress. There's also still Temple Grounds, too. Yeah. You know, the next thing I wanted to address was actually a question that was asked in a previous episode. And it got me to thinking because... well, basically the question was... do I think I deserve more viewers? And, I mean... let's be honest here. I honestly don't think I deserve any more viewers than I already have, to be honest, because... honestly... I really don't know how many... I mean, obviously I probably wouldn't feel like doing Let's Plays anymore if I didn't have any viewers at all, obviously. But... I mean, honestly, I think the amount of viewers I have right now is the amount that I deserve to have, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I really can't see me, you know, getting any more viewers than this, to be honest. And it's not because, like, I don't think... I think my content sucks, but it's just... I wouldn't say it's entertaining enough to get any more viewers than I already have. That's the thing. I just don't see myself as that good of a Let's Player, to be honest. Definitely nothing compared to, you know, some other great LPers out there. You guys already know who I'm talking about when I say that, because I make references to LPers that are better than me a lot, very often actually. Sometimes more often than I think I should, but you know what? It's just to show that there are way better LPers out there than me, I guess. Okay, so thanks to those guys, we're actually full on ammunition, except for dark and light, but yeah, you can't really do anything about that except for, you know, just fire at those ink cache things. Alright, well, we got the missile expansion in the Under Temple, so all that's left is first, yeah, the key bearing Catacombs, or I guess the key in the dungeon, which is actually where it is. And then, yeah, the Transcendental South. I guess I don't quite understand why they would make you wait to get the Annihilate Beam to get a missile expansion there, but, oh well, I guess that's how it is. Game developers be gaming developers. Alright, not in a bad way. It's not bad, I guess, but... okay, we don't want Gathering Hall, we want Catacombs, so... Catacombs are past the blue door, right? Yeah, I think so. And that will allow us to complete the circle that is the subterranean Torvus Bog. Yeah. That's really cool. We're finally gonna see this area in its full glory. And, oh, it's these guys, okay. Oh god. I don't think get too close. Okay, good, they're all gone. Okay, here we go, Catacombs. They're supposedly, no. This is not the right room, dude. We were supposed to go through the dark door. Why was I thinking it was the blue door? That's really stupid of me. I'm just gonna cut there. It's not very often I lose my sense of direction here, but I guess this is one of those cases, right? Oh man, these guys. Just lovely. To be fair, they're not that dangerous. See, I may pass them without taking damage. We got this. Okay, now the correct room. The Catacombs, or in the Dark Ether version, the dungeon. So there's our loot. There's a key bear right there. That's J Sitch. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong when I say that, but whatever. Let's just look for the silhouette of the key. Yeah, there it is, right there. Okay. So now we have a general idea of what direction we're going once we get into the portal. Alright. So let's switch to our Dark Ether, shall we? Did you just try jumping out of the water to get me? Dang, those guys are dedicated to stopping you in your tracks. So I guess that's the whole point. Unfortunately, they aren't prepared for the pointiness that is Samus's knees. Samus, might be a good idea to knee these guys in the crotch, because that might be the quickest way to get rid of them. No, I'm just kidding. That was a terrible joke. I don't know why I thought that was ridiculous, man. That was just... ugh. Okay. So the dark key is right over there. And... oh, apparently can shoot it from here, too. Can I really shoot it from here? I didn't... oh, apparently can shoot it. Okay, so we got the key exposed, but can't really get to it. It's kind of blocked off. What do we got here? Oh, new enemy. Okay. Mechanoid, watch drone, rogue sentry mechanoid, indestructible but irritated by bright light. Target can be herded out of place by exposing it to light. Huh. Like this? Actually, no. Don't waste an annihilate beam on it. Yeah, that's all we need to do. Okay. Very simple stuff. But yeah, so back to that question. Again, I really don't think I deserve any more viewers than I have. So the answer to that is no. But again, that's not always up to me. Sometimes, you know, people... I mean, I think obviously, it's not just me who can be a good judge of how many viewers I deserve to have. I think it's, in general, it's just my viewers themselves who can answer that question, not necessarily me, to be honest. I think if anyone can answer that correctly, that'd be my viewers, not me, because my opinion of my content is not... doesn't really amount to much, you know, all things considered, when taking into account the people watching it. But here we go, y'all. Another key. Did I have a scan? Yeah, I've scanned these. So, that is supposedly the last key in Torvus Bog, right? I think so. I don't recall seeing any other key bearers in Torvus Bog, so... yeah. So we got that taken care of. We got the... okay, so all that's left is the Transit Tunnel South. So we'll do that real quick before we end off this episode. Alright. So next time... I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You guys didn't think I would lie to you and actually end off the episode there, would you? Now when there's only one thing left to check in Torvus Bog, it's right next to us. And it doesn't even exist in the Dark World. That's interesting. Of course, if it did exist, you can probably imagine it probably would also force you to use the Annihilator Beam to get to it. Again, it still doesn't make any sense, you know, requiring you to have the Annihilator Beam to get to one measly missile expansion. I mean, seriously, dude. Alright, I don't care about these guys, so let's just, yeah, get up here. Go back to Light Ether. So if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the last time we'll ever see the Dark Torvus Bog, because I'm pretty sure we got all the keys, I think. Let's see, we got 2 in Torvus Bog, we got 2 in Agron Waste, that's 4. We also got 1 in Sanctuary Fortress, that's 5. I mean, Inghive. So we should have 5 Sky Temple keys right now, am I right? Okay, so that leaves us 4 more. So, I know there's 1 in Inghive we haven't gone yet. And... but wouldn't that mean there's like 3 keys in Temple Grounds? I don't know. It seems like the common thing is that there's 3 keys, no, 2 keys in each world, so maybe there's one I missed in another region or something. Alright, so that is straight ahead. Yep, right over here. One of the few Annihilator beams in the entire, Annihilator doors in the entire game. And it looks very similar to the other 2. So what does Transit Tunnel Weast have in store for us? Well, got some currents here. But I know there's going to be missile expansion here, so we just need to make our way to it. And, I mean, like, the design looks different. It looks more natural, I guess. Like, there's less mechanical stuff in here. It looks more like a natural area. Oh, I see. We got some water physics with the morph ball. I see. Okay. Very simple stuff. It's probably going to be like into energy tank and, you know, in the impact, I mean, the down brigade in Metroid Prime 1. Because I remember there being, we need to hit, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, there we go. That gets us across there. So we're slowly making our way up to the top of this, right? Oh, shoot. Wait. Wait a second. I was going through there a moment ago, and apparently it didn't allow me to go up from there. It's like from the outside, the thing is transparent, but from the inside, you can't get out. I mean, like, it's like a transparent tube that when you're inside, you... But I was just inside a moment ago and I didn't get stuck. What is up with that weird tube there? I have no idea what that's about. But I think I just saw the missile expansion we're going for. Is it our way up here? Yep, there it is right there. So we just need to change that current, and yes, okay, so that's our missile expansion right there. And we have to make our way all the way back up to the top. Lovely. Just lovely. Although try to imagine, if you will, if this was a time thing where you had to get all 3 of the morph ball slots. That would not have been fun at all. I wish there was more to this room though. Like, since for simple fact that you need the Annihilator beam to get to this room. Alright, y'all, so I think that's it for Torvus Bog, I think. Looks like we got everything. We got 2 Sky Temple keys, and I mean, all the power-ups that I had listed from the guide, so unless I'm missing anything that I thought I got before, that's everything there is in Torvus Bog. So, y'all, next time on Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Blind, I'm going to address the rest of the topics I was playing too, which includes speculations on the final boss of this game, which is coming up very soon. I'm very excited for that. And speculations on Prime 3 as well. So see you guys in the next episode, where we go off to Sanctuary Fortress for some final backtracking. See you guys then. Bye.